I thought I would jump on and look at some of the mentions the channel has received, and I am not I'm not at the level as some of you guys are with the channel, but I always really try hard to reply to everyone's comments. And then YouTube used to do something where I would get an email if I got a reply, like if the comment, like if I replied to a comment and then the person replied back, I would get an email notifying me. Now I don't get that. So I first off want to apologize, because I do try to manually go back and look at like the conversation and pay attention to the alerts I get on YouTube and on YouTube Studio. So there's that. And while this channel is small, I am definitely having fun and taking a lot of suggestions from a lot of you who have larger audiences. So I want to thank you for continuing to be an influence to me, and there's a group of you who I look up to, and I've talked about this. And ironically, one of the videos I was mentioned in was one I did. So the video, this is kind of a funny backstory. I'm not going to play it because it's older now, and it would almost be a paradox if I played it. So the Jordan did a video, I want to say last fall, sometime like that, end of last year, celebrating his 10th year of having the channel, which was just remarkable. And I do what I ultimately do is I do a video. I was really nervous about doing this, and I told him this. I did a video talking directly to him, and I tagged him in it, just congratulating him on the success and basically what his channel has meant to me. And yeah, you can absolutely find his influences in this channel, and my channel, or I don't like to call it my channel. I call it our channel, because it's really all of you that, kind of make the channel work. So then, okay, so let's follow this. He does a video talking about his 10th year anniversary. I then do a video talking about his 10th anniversary and congratulating him, because I think it's in our fan community and the other communities he's involved in, I do think he is owed a congratulations, because he's kind of like the godfather of our hobby in a way when it comes to online and YouTube. So I tagged him in it. And then when he did his, and you can see right here, the 10th episode of Watching Videos I was mentioned in, featuring content from the following producers, and then he tags everyone that was mentioned, which is awesome. It is very generous that he does that, because people like me watch that and I'm like, oh yeah, that's an interesting video. I'm gonna go check out their channel, and it generates traffic, because he's such a large channel in our community that so if he kind of says, yeah, check this out, or he shares it on his screen, you're gonna go check it out. That's what I do, and I've started subscribing some other content based on that. So in that video, he watches my video that is replying to his video and comments verbally, and then writes a comment back. And it was awesome for me, because I don't know if he would ever see it, kind of thing, because he probably gets so many comments and tags and whatnot that some of it could be trash even, because I do get spam as well. So anyway, I'm not going to play that. What I would say is, if you want to watch the video, I would start by going to his channel and watching his 1 year episode, his 10-year anniversary episode, because he gives some interesting information. If you're looking at becoming a YouTuber, he gives some interesting stats. So start out there, and if you're interested, then jump over this channel and watch my response to his his video. So there you have it. I'm gonna move it along. The next one, the Eric Fries, who I had the pleasure of meeting at the June fan meet in Pennsylvania, and I can't believe we're past the halfway mark of August as of this recording, and like that day was just like that was probably, you know, top 5 highlights of my year so far that day. One, just being like totally engrossed in a hobby I love that when I was young would never have dreamed of finding other like individuals who enjoy the hobby, let alone the ability to connect with everybody and have access to so many different vintage fans and whatnot that you wouldn't ordinarily have access to in like 1990 or 1988 or 1995, whatever. You know, like you might get lucky at a flea market. eBay didn't exist. Marketplace didn't exist. Cell phones didn't exist. The world wasn't polluted yet by the iPhone. I'm quoting somebody else who said that. So when Eddie and I, as you know, Eddie is my son as well as I consider him a contributor to the channel. He's an enthusiast. He has his own fan collection, and it's growing at a blistering pace. And the way I was treated there, I cannot be any more thankful and grateful to the reception I received. I walked in there and people knew me already. Robbie knew me, of course, just because we've interacted for over a year now, just from the Facebook groups and whatnot. But, it was just so warm and welcoming. I cannot wait to meet all of you again or hang out. Not meet, we already met, but hang out with you guys again. And I keep hoping there's an excuse to do it before June of next year, right? Like that's too long. I would just have fun hanging out with you guys somewhere, just joking around, talking about the hobby and whatever else we want to talk about. And same thing with Eddie. Eddie's my son. He's very quiet. For those of you who were at the fan meet, every time I bidded on a tabletop fan, that was Eddie. He didn't want to raise his hand. So he told me he would just tap my shoulder or tap my arm when he wanted me to bid on something for him. So I was getting looks in the room like, whoa. And I think Robbie even said it. Whoa, Ed bidding on something other than a box fan? So that was really cool. But let's check out the Eric DeFries video. Eric is such a nice guy. You have to bear with me. I'm just on a laptop because I am in my hotel.
Pinwheel.
Why is that?
Yeah, they were playing. Hey, random people, I'm filming.
Oh, random person who I definitely don't know.
Hi, I never met you before.
I try to stay out of it for the most part. Just doing portables and keeps me away from people.
I want you guys to see kind of get an idea what the show. We won't watch the whole video, but you can definitely go to the Eric Fries and watch the full video. But I just try to give everybody an idea of what this is like.
I had.
Let's see. This was kind of, I think, when we were packing up. What's cool is it's really cool to see so many YouTubers, like guys' channels that I follow and like, and it's just so cool standing around with them. Like it's kind of like, it's really, really cool.
Sanyo.
3 more fans.
Oh, here he goes. I'm sure many of you who are watching this video have already seen his video, but in a way, I'm trying to promote the fan meet or tease it for next year.
Beautiful fan.
5 tickets, normally it's 30, but for this regional event, you get 6 tickets for $30. So you want a chance at a beautiful fan, and you do not have to be present. If you've got your name and a phone number, if you win it, we will ship it to your house.
Let's see if we can get to the auction. The auction was so much fun. Oh, there's Eddie.
Hey, we're vlogging. Hey? We're vlogging, Reese.
I'm just getting photos.
Oh, there I am.
Hey, Ed.
Hey, yeah.
Doing a vlog? Ed and Eddie.
Hey, it's good to meet you.
All right, we don't need to see me. Let's see.
Say hello to our AC man over there, Mr. Wes Stacy. All right.
Yeah. See, everybody knows who these. If you're in the hobby, you know who these people are. It was just really cool.
He is right here.
There he is. He probably doesn't want to hear this, but he's definitely the celebrity of the group. But that is a good thing. Oh yeah, this is funny. So, speaking of, he is a master at
So we
packing.
have Mysterious Fan Collector here.
Here we go.
The Jordan Yale. Exclusively inefficient appliances. The Super Fan Man. And Ed and his son.
See, there was the whole gang of us there, and that was
Make sure we're at the license plate.
fun for me. Okay. Cool. So again, make sure you check out the Eric Freeze.
Okay, that's all I'm
check
gonna
out
check
his
for now.
channel. Super nice guy. Super nice guy. Okay, what else do we got here? The Fan Man 2009 mentioned me. Lasco S18961 18-inch Elite Collection Pedestal Fan. All right.
Alright guys, what we have here is a Lasco 18-inch Light Collection Pedestal Fan. So here's the front of the fan, side, and the back of it. There's some motor, some information. Yep. Code for it. There's the remote for the fan. I'm gonna be starting it on low speed. This fan is quite hot. Low. No. Medium. Now medium high.
So I don't own any fans that have a remote control, I don't think. And believe it or not, I don't have a single pedestal fan. Short of maybe any of the tabletop style fans that Eddie has, but I don't think we have a single one. And I was reminded of a quote in one of the videos that I did a long time ago, maybe talking about that. I think the comment I said was, I'm always looking for any excuse to use a box fan. That's why I love the Pedestal fans. There are, I remember, back in the early 90s. So I was pretty fortunate growing up. We lived in a large home, and it was, most of the homes had central AC. Ours did not. The time when my parents bought it, the house was less than 10 years old. We were the second owners, and this was late 80s. And in the family room, we had a family room, a living room, a dining room, an eating kitchen. Like I said, it was a fairly large home. I was very fortunate. And in the family room, we had a slider out to the deck, and we used to put, I remember, the 1988 Eastern Electric, like the tan with the D-blades plastic motor. Unfortunately, the fan's long gone. I wish it wasn't. And we would put it like just blowing air in, right? And I remember it was so loud on high. It had the wider knob, like the 80s, like Lascos did. And then at some point, my parents were like, let's get a Pedestal fan and put the box fan somewhere else. And we had an SMC. So this would have been like early 90s. And I liked it. Metal grills on both sides. And I don't remember what happened to it, but then I do remember my parents got a second Pedestal fan, and it was branded Eastern Electric. It was white, still with metal grills on both sides. So by then we're talking maybe mid-90s, and that was in the kitchen. I could still see it. And I don't know what ever happened. I'm guessing that the SMC... I'm guessing the SMC just like needed to be oiled, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was really, really young, and I didn't know how to fix it. And my parents probably just tossed it without me even looking. And then probably the same happened to Eastern Electric. But that's kind of really my experience with it. And I do think, speaking of Jordan, I do think in one of his videos, he did a video a while ago, but I remember it. He does thousands of videos, but I think he had 3 of the exact same ones in one video. And I think it was like a lot he got from the OK Will. And it was similar to that. It was similar. I would have to go back and look at the video. But thank you for tagging me in that. The Fan Man 2009. Subscribe to his channel. I'm already subscribed, which is cool. Yeah, so here's some of the other content. I'm very interested in this gray Air King, just because it's a descendant of descendant of the Galaxy and the Lascos. I feel like I've told this story so many times this summer, but I had the Cloudy 9-inch one, Galaxy branded, as a little boy in my room, early 80s. And, you know, so this fan it's amazing that basically this fan, like the metal grills and everything, still exist. I'm sure it's not as good as the vintage one, but still. All right, moving along. The Super Fan Man. So I gotta say, so this is another video on the Pennsylvania fan and air conditioning meet. I have to say, out of all of us collectors who have channels, Super Fan Man, it has a gift with putting videos together. His videos are so well done. He has a wonderful speaking voice, and I really enjoy watching them. And I like how he did this one. So this is a long video. I've watched it, I think, twice. It's you can see he has 2,000 views on this video. Again, and I'm sure he also knows how to position his videos correctly with the description and the tags and whatnot. So I recommend, one, subscribing to his channel. Secondly, checking out this video. Because he lives
Very interesting, frigid.
Husky.
I must have watched it like more than twice. Yeah, I mean, so cool. If you truly want to get a handle on what it was like,
Hey guys, welcome to the start of a multi-day vlog
check it out.
as I travel to Pennsylvania to attend the annual Vintage Fan and Air Conditioner Meet for 2025.
Yeah, so he packs up some of his own fans. He drives from Canada. I think he stops in Scranton at first to look at some trains, which is really cool. He stops at the store. And man, I wish you would have held on to the Power Plus. I know you returned it. He stops at, I think it's Lowe's, maybe it's Home Depot, maybe both, and then you can get again another just sense of what this fan meet was like. Another excellent video on just what that day was like. Just super duper. Yeah, there we are. Maybe he gets some auction.
Okay, $70.
Yeah.
Who will give me 75?
You guys are making wish I sold this.
$70.
Was that the P? Yeah, that was the P25, which is in rough shape. Went for 75. I think I was in it for like up to like 40.
Over here, $70. Okay, 45 going once. Twice. What do you have? You said 45, right?
It was just really.
25, 25, 30 will give me 35, 35 will give me 40, okay, $35,
Nice work.
40 will give me 45, 40 will give me 45, okay, 40 going once, 45 will give me 50, 45 will give me 50,
Wow. I remember that day.
45, 55 to stay alive will give me 60. $55. Going once. Twice.
Yeah, they were-
There we go. 55.
Got folks here packing up their stuff.
Yeah. There's.
Jordan Hughes packing up his stuff here.
This is a good sense that the score he landed. I mean, the fact that you got
All
those
right, that's
two.
a wrap for Pennsylvania Fan Meet
You got two
2025.
Kmart
Here are the fans that I
Lakewoods.
ended up acquiring. This is a first gen
90s.
HV18
I think
with a General
373. I
Electric
mean,
motor.
incredible.
Got a Cool Operator Junior, Cool Operator, full size, and a
Yeah. So then there's 2 days to this. There's also they went bowling that night, out to dinner. I had family obligations, so I didn't go. But then the second day was the AC meet, which after watching this video, as you guys know me, I'm not as schooled in the AC, but still, it's mostly the same guys having fun, hanging out. I think they were at Russ's house.
we got Kevin here, Jordan, Collins, Nathan, Rob, Bill,
So
all the folks.
So one of the things I gotta say, well, I just saw Kevin there. I had a situation where I've seen Kevin in so many of Jordan's videos that I just recognize his voice, right? So I did the move at the fan meet where I was talking to somebody or looking at something and I heard his voice and I was like, I know that voice. I turned around. I was like, whoa. I was like, this guy's standing right here. And I introduced myself. He wasn't familiar with this channel, and I'm not surprised. We're a small channel. And I gotta say, a super nice and just awesome individual, just a good person. We talked for a long time, from cars to fans and just all different cool things. So he's definitely a really good guy. And then the other thing too is, like, I am glad somebody, Super Fan Man, the Eric Freeze, documented some of this, because I was really apprehensive about pulling out my camera, because I'm like, oh, here I am with these guys I really look up to, and I'm going to be recording them. And I didn't know, the protocol, but I was super happy. And really, the Super Fan Man, like, you really did just an amazing job, like, documenting and kind of like summarizing that day and your voyage. Look at that. It's really cool. I like how they start like busting out the fans and just like messing around with their fans. Seemed like a cool hangout day. Yeah, so those who know me, I'm from Massachusetts, and I drove down specifically for this event, and I also wanted to tie in a family visit, so it would have been really difficult for me to be there both days, but it was really cool. Eddie and I still talk about it. We already talk about like what we're gonna, it's kind of like benchtop racing. We're talking about like what we're gonna bring next year, what we're gonna try to buy next year, what our strategy would be for buying something. Really cool. All right. So if you haven't already, which looks like just about 30,000 of you already subscribed to the Super Fan Man, make sure you do it. Buy his merch. He has some really cool stuff. I gotta go back and look at that. Yeah, I already commented on this video. So super. All right. The Fan Man 2009. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. That's pretty cool. 4-inch little desk fan. I like that clock back there actually too. I was just looking to see if there's a description or anything. From what store? Walgreens. Nice. Cool. Thanks for tagging us. They're at the real alarm at the fire alarm, dude. 64 at Cartier Ed.
Alright viewers, what we have here is a 52-inch Hinton Bay Hunting 10-3 ceiling fan. And yeah, I'll be showing you the ceiling fan.
So those of you who follow this channel, I just said I'm not a huge AC guy. I'm still learning, etc. But I know a lot of my box fan fellow fan collectors are also in the ceiling fans, so I'm trying to learn. Not saying I'll ever collect them, but I also kind of want to know what I have. I did some videos on the ones at the new location, and other locations I encounter them, and sometimes they get high marks, other times they get garbage. It's a good looking fan. So anytime somebody tags me in a video that's like not spam, which I'll get spam comments, but I usually don't get tagged in spam like in someone else's videos. It's just spam. But there we go. But so anytime someone tags me, I am super thankful and super honored that somebody wants me to see something that they took the time to film. So it means the world to me. It means a lot to Eddie as well. And off camera, I do go and look at your videos that I'm tagged in.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to show the highlights during this video.
Thank you for watching.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Lamont. So I think everyone. So Lamont's like one of those guys that I think everybody knows. There's a few out there that like everybody knows. Everybody of course knows Jordan, but Lamont, Tori the Fan Man, you know, just to name a few. Vintage 8-inch patent high velocity, 99. Okay.
Here is a 1999 2000s 8-inch patent. Now, I know a couple of people that have this, including Jordan Yu. He has one of these as well. And this just so happened to show up on eBay, and I snatched it up immediately because I know that it has that startup sound. It has a really cool shaded pole motor, Radar. I think it's by Raider, the brand name of that shaded pole motor, Raider, or however you pronounce that name. But it has a real cool shaded pole, a real cool startup sound. It has a real cool startup sound, so we're going to get to it. We'll unbox it and see how it sounds. It's in real good.
So definitely check out this video. These old patent fans are something awesome. That's in a Mobile One box. And I gotta say, Lamont is another guy who is so nice. I hope one day I have the opportunity to meet him. I believe he's out in the West Coast because it would have been cool if he could have came to the fan meet.
My goodness, it took a long time to get all that plastic off of it, but there it is. There's that 1999.
Crank it up, man. See that Lakewood sitting over there.
It does have a shade pole C-frame motor. No PSC, no split capacitors, thank God. Alright, this made it up to full power.
Powerful little fan.
Love that startup sound. It's almost like a McMillan, but it's not.
Huh.
Shaded pole motor. Scuffs and things like that, but overall, it looks really good like it did back then. So, finally got one. Now I can enjoy the video. I know I used to ask Jordan to do videos of his, and there you go. So, finally got one, and I'm glad to have my own now. Thank God for that. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. You'll see more videos of this coming soon. It's going to be used over there by the computer. It's going to run all the time. I'm pretty much going to take this thing with me to work, use it here in the studio. Pretty much going to come with me all the time. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.
that
Rate,
fan.
comment, and subscribe, and like. More videos to come soon. Lamont the Fan Man, and out.
I love his. But yeah, that fan, like, you could do what he described, just run it and run it and run it. Those things are awesome. Husky Dog mentioned me. 9-inch fan review. The fan packs a powerful punch. You know, I gotta also say, to see this channel, I'm just having a moment here. To see this channel tagged next to these other channels or these content producers means a lot to me, so thank you. The fact that you think of me in that group of YouTubers, I mean, wow, that's I'll keep working hard. We still have a lot of work to do. Oh, this is nice. You know, I think he commented on one of the videos about this. Yeah, because I remember him saying something about Better Homes and Garden Fan. Check out the video. I love it. verdict, 5 fan blades out of 5. Awesome. So I love the way you put this video together. Not that what I say means anything, because we're pretty much unedited, just raw kind of video format here on this channel. But the way you put that description together, I would love to learn how to do that. I know I can learn how to do it, but how do you do it in an efficient way that doesn't take you all day? Really cool. So this, I'm gonna go back and watch the whole thing. Like, I queue up videos to watch. This is a nice fan. I love how he rates it. I love your rating system, dude. It's freaking awesome. Please do the whole enchilada. There's 52 comments on that. That's nice. Yeah, man, I've been slacking off on this. All right, I just want to see how far we went here.
So here's the low ceiling fan display. Harbor Breeze Classic 2. Ceiling fans here. Yep.
I swear, when it's time for me to do ceiling fans and I'm still not like versed as well as you guys are, I might be doing a video to say, what would you recommend for this room? Show me a picture, comment, and show me comment or email me.
This is the Harbor Breeze Armitage 2. Just a bunch of before forge. Amazing. This cool stuff here. No, that fan's flying out in the moon. There's two are flying out in the moon. There's some animations. Cypress Point. More here.
And I do, when I'm in Lowe's or Home Depot, I do take a look.
Armitage 52-inch.
Because I'm at a point where I'm just, when I look at them, I'm just kind of like going by, ooh, this one looks cool. I sound so uninformed. But a lot of what he's showing there, I've definitely seen before.
Yeah, that's all. Bye.
Cool. All right. So, last one. Lamont the Fan Man again. He and I talk. we messaged and we talked to each other a little bit in videos. I definitely reference him all the time because of his influence on this channel, and I know what fans he likes, and he knows what fans I like, so it's cool tagging each other. I consider him a friend.
Here is a 20-inch Chinook thermostat box fan, very similar to the one I have over there by the bed area, where it just has the regular speed control for the speeds. Well, this one actually comes with a thermostat. I haven't seen one of those kind of fans in a long time. I know Lakewood used to do it, Aerospeed used to do it. Well, now Chinook does it. S-H-I-N-I-C, however you pronounce that. I just pronounced it as Chinook. All right, so let's open it up and let's see what we're dealing with. You should be happy. It's a fan video. Everybody should be happy today. Here we go.
Chinook. Made by Aerospeed or Cam Air. Is it true? I saw on Facebook today. Is it true that Aerospeed is going out of business? And, you know, one of the conversations I have on the channel in the comments is the nice thing about Aerospeed is they have the closest thing to what would have
Amazon
been the
never
D-Blades
does
in
this.
terms of looks.
Why do y'all keep giving me this junk?
But the 3733s, I think, are a better fan than those Aerospeeds. I have yet to own an Aerospeed, and it's just like, I do have a few like low buck bangers, if you will. Like I have a Utilitech, and everyone has a 3733, and Eddie has a black 3733. So it's kind of like, do I want to grab another beater fan, you know, like and buy it brand new? I don't think I would do that. If I found it in the trash, 1000%. You know, Eddie specializes in trash rescues. That's kind of his thing. But also when you're 13 years old and you really don't have much money to your name, that's the way to go. Although, at my age, with real life responsibilities, I don't have much money left over to my name either. Maybe one day the channel will grow where it can pay, the hobby can pay for itself. I'm not looking to like make money, but certainly if the channel can help support the hobby, that means we just make more videos on the things that we love. It's an interesting looking fan. Lamont, I would be so curious how many fans you own, if you have an idea. And also, because I feel like every time you do a video, you're like unboxing another one, which is
give you the feet,
freaking cool.
the normal Aerospeed feet, because after all, Aerospeed source a lot of their box fans under different brand names now.
They absolutely
from different companies. So that's the Aerospeed feet.
So Lamont, like, how many total fans do you think you have? And then, as you know, what's near and dear to my heart, how many box fans in your collection do you have? You got to have way more than me. And I know it's not about who has more, but I'm so impressed with just the number of fans that you turn out. So everybody knows Lamont, but I'm going to say it anyway. Definitely go over and check this stuff out.
We used to do an Aerospeed, bought out Lakewood for the most part, along with Jordan Home Environment, taking over the name and certain patterns, but patents, if you will. But the bottom line, the majority of it was bought out by Aerospeed, so of course this is like the old Lakewoods. But it actually does have an open bearing in the back. So when it comes to oiling the motor, you give oil around the shaft, and in the back is an open bearing that actually has oil ports. So these things can last longer. As you can clearly see, there are two knobs. One is the thermostat, and the other one is the speed control.
Lamont's also very knowledgeable about motors. He's definitely chimed in and in our videos with some knowledge, which is helpful. Slap those feet in there. I feel like everyone copies one another with the like rear grille cover. you know, and they copy each other with the wavy grills and the circular grills. It's like when one started doing it a number of years ago, they all do it.
Okay. Now, y'all not going to hear the wind stream on the cameras. Don't worry about it. All right, here we go.
He has, you have competing forces there. You have that fan in a window on exhaust, it looks like, and then this going the other direction. I know he's just demonstrating.
Just a hair, you see the fan was shut off. And then when I moved it back just a hair, you see the fan turn back on. But it's nothing crazy like Alaska. All right, so just type in 20-inch Chinook box fan, and you'll see it come up.
Yeah, it pops
And
up
then
in
put it on your
my
thermostat.
Amazon feed.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. You should have joined it because it is a fan video. Everybody should have enjoyed it.
I absolutely
Lamont the Fan
enjoyed
Man,
it.
and out. Thanks for watching.
Cool. So I usually kind of do this like off camera, really. You know, sometimes people will comment like, hey, they'll comment on one of the other videos and say, hey, I just did this video. And you know, you should check it out on this fan. And it's cool when you tag me because then I definitely, because a lot of times I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. And I try to really watch my videos. Like, for example, I'm traveling right now, and what you can't see is while I was doing some work in my hotel room, I tend to put up stuff in the background. And if you don't believe me, you can see who I have on the TV very clearly. That I think it's one of his vlogs, and I just put the sound down while we did this recording. But I was one eye up seeing if something interesting was going on. All right, well, there you have it. That was kind of a long one. It's been a while since I did one of these. And the man I just showed you on TV is kind of the influencer on doing videos like this. If anything, I'm just trying to pay a thank you to all those who mentioned this channel and their videos, because you definitely are sharing some interesting things, like the Chinook box fan and all the other fans. I wouldn't have seen unless I did maybe a search for them. So thank you. And yeah, the more mentions, I'll do more of these videos, and sometimes it just takes me a little while to get to it. And if I missed one of your comments somewhere, feel free to just like @tag me or something like that, because I definitely try to get back to everybody, as well as YouTube's been doing this weird things, like when the replies start happening and the conversation starts going, I don't see it. So don't think I'm just like ignoring you or whatever. If you know who I am on Facebook, feel free to direct message me or hit me up in one of the groups. The email address I think associated to this channel, I gotta update it because it's just a garbage email address I used to start the channel a long time ago. But feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. See you soon.